Greeting from MythBearCo. Please enjoy our story vodcast. Chapter 1. Echoes of the Past. Dr. Sarah Evans steps through the towering gates of St. Mary's Hospital. Her excitement tempered by the rumors swirling around the old institution. Ignoring the warnings of her colleagues, she immerses herself in her work, eager to prove herself in her new position. As Sarah delves into the hospital's history, she uncovers whispers of a tragic incident from years past. A surgery gone horribly wrong, resulting in the death of a pregnant patient. Intrigued, she begins to investigate further, determined to uncover the truth behind the hospital's dark past. Chapter 2. Haunted Hallways. Strange occurrences unsettle Sarah as she navigates the hospital's deserted corridors. She brushes off the feeling of being watched, attributing it to stress and exhaustion. However, she can't shake the sensation of cold fingers brushing against her neck or the echoing whispers that seem to follow her every step. During one late night shift, Sarah witnesses a flickering light in the surgical wing and hears the distant sound of a woman's mournful cries. Chills run down her spine as she realizes that the hospital may be haunted by the spirit of the deceased patient. Chapter 3. The Diary of a Nurse. Sarah stumbles upon an old diary hidden away in the hospital's archives, belonging to a nurse who witnessed the tragic surgery. The diary details chilling encounters with the supernatural, including shadowy figures lurking in the corners and blood-curdling screams that echo through the halls. Intrigued and unsettled, Sarah becomes consumed by the nurse's accounts, determined to uncover the truth behind the hospital's haunting. However, as she delves deeper, she begins to experience vivid nightmares and hallucinations, blurring the line between reality and fantasy. Chapter 4. Descent into Madness. Sarah's obsession with the hospital's history consumes her, leading to sleepless nights and paranoid delusions. She begins to question her sanity as the hospital's dark past begins to seep into her subconscious, manifesting in terrifying visions and unexplainable phenomena. Haunted by guilt and paranoia, Sarah struggles to maintain her composure as the line between reality and hallucination becomes increasingly blurred. One night, she wakes up to find herself covered in blood, with no recollection of how it got there, sending her spiraling further into madness. Chapter 5. The Basement of Horrors. Driven by desperation to uncover the truth, Sarah ventures into the hospital's ominous basement, rumored to be the epicenter of paranormal activity. There, she encounters terrifying apparitions and unexplainable phenomena, including ghostly figures reaching out from the darkness and chilling whispers that seem to come from nowhere. As Sarah explores the depths of the basement, she uncovers clues that hint at a dark conspiracy surrounding the tragic surgery. However, her discoveries only serve to deepen the mystery, leaving her more determined than ever to uncover the truth behind the hospital's haunting. Chapter 6: Mysterious Deaths. Members of the surgical team involved in the botched surgery meet grisly fates, their deaths shrouded in mystery. Sarah's suspicion grows as she witnesses the escalating horrors, realizing that the hospital's dark past is far from buried. Each death is more gruesome than the last, with bodies found mutilated and drained of blood, sending shivers down Sarah's spine. As the body count rises, Sarah becomes increasingly convinced that the hospital's haunting is more than just a figment of her imagination. Chapter 7: Confrontation with the Ghost. In a climactic showdown, Sarah confronts the vengeful spirit, believing it to be the key to unlocking the truth about the tragic surgery. However, as she faces the ghost, a shocking revelation unfolds. Sarah herself is Dr. William Roberts, tormented by the guilt of her actions. The realization overwhelms Sarah, and she descends further into madness. Unable to escape the horrors of her own mind, the hospital staff, realizing the extent of Sarah's psychosis, are forced to sedate her and return her to her room, where she remains trapped in her delusions. Chapter 8: Dark Revelation. As Sarah's delusions intensify, she becomes convinced that she is the true culprit behind the tragic surgery, haunted by the guilt of her actions. In a moment of clarity, she realizes that the hospital's haunting is a manifestation of her own guilt and trauma, a reflection of the darkness within her own mind. The revelation drives Sarah to the brink of madness, her grip on reality slipping away as she confronts the demons of her past. As the truth of her actions comes to light, Sarah's world begins to unravel, leaving her trapped in a nightmare of her own making. Chapter 9: Into the Abyss. As Sarah's mind unravels, she descends further into madness, consumed by the horrors of her own creation. In her delirium, she relives the tragic surgery over and over again, each time the outcome more devastating than the last. In the end, Sarah is lost to the darkness, her mind shattered beyond repair. As the hospital falls silent once more, the echoes of her remorse linger in the empty corridors, a haunting reminder of the price of unchecked guilt and despair. Epilogue: The echoes fade. The hospital remains shrouded in darkness, its haunted past forever entwined with Sarah's tormented psyche. Her story serves as a cautionary tale, a grim reminder of the devastating consequences of guilt and the fragility of the human mind. As the years pass, the hospital fades into obscurity, its tragic history buried beneath layers of time and neglect. But for those who dare to listen, the echoes of Sarah's remorse linger on, a haunting reminder of the darkness that lurks within us all. Good night.